All right, YouTube, we are back, continuing the shop overhaul. I apologize for any like weird lighting. I've got LED lights. Sometimes they cause weird little like lines to go through the camera. It's just part of the lighting. But I've got the trailer in the barn, and it is time to start putting my barn back together. Now I've decided to move my toolbox and my work area over here because it's not really going to be that big of a difference to run 240 to this side than it would be to run it to the front of that side. So I'm just going to go ahead and wire everything over here. Eventually, I haven't run power yet. That's going to be probably a year or so from now because running power is very expensive, but I need to start sorting out all of this mess. So I'm gonna get my shelf back. I've got some cabinets coming. I want to take some measurements, maybe try to level my toolbox because my toolbox isn't exactly level right now. I've got wood to build a table. Ow! That clamped right down on my finger. I've got some wood to buy a table, and like I said, it is time to get organized. So I'm gonna start by getting this shelf together, by getting that carpet off and down, and start trying to figure out where I'm gonna put some things. And I will get back to you in just a second. All right, I haven't done all that much work, but I wanted to check back in with you. Got the shelf back up. I've got my jack stands tucked in here, kind of getting things put up on top of the toolbox. I've already ordered some cabinets and a pegboard, so I've got some cabinets and pegboard coming. I'm gonna put here to help organize just kind of some of the power tools and stuff that I don't use. Got the drill press set up. I've started building a table. I always think about things post facto. It would have been a lot smarter if I'd have left the back board or that one longer, because what I want to do is hinge it on here so that it hinges up out of the way. I've said this because that way if I ever want to bring another car in here, I can always move the bike and maybe like shift the drill press and very easily drive a car in on this side and have all that extra space. Again, sorry about the lights, but I've done some more on the trailer. I've got like my oil cans, my gas cans, all that kind of stuff off the trailer. I've got that stuff over here. Probably the next time I'm going to check in with you is when I'm done more to the table. I think what I'm going to do to make it hinge is I'm just going to put a longer board on the bottom and then put like an actual like door hinge on that board and screw it directly to this face here so that it can kind of come up, and then I'll leave the legs on it kind of sort of loose. I'll find a way to like brace the legs so that once the legs are on it, they can swing out of the way, and then I'll put like a metal brace or something on them so that they're solid when the table is deployed. I don't know why I put deployed in quotes, but anyways, hopefully when I catch back up with y'all, I will be doing cabinets and finishing this table, which might not be for like a week or so, but you won't know that because YouTube time. I will see you then. Time has passed. I've got you on the side tripod because I have finished the table, and I'm going to show you something really cool. I'm going to get it folded, and then I want to show you this. So I did this on purpose so that I can fold the legs like this and then secure it like that. So now the table is folded and up out of the way, and I want to show you that a little better. This is the underside. I haven't quite finished. I'm going to put some braces in here. I've got the blocks right there, so I'm going to put a brace here, a brace here, a brace there. I'm going to put a big washer on this and a check nut so that this bolt that holds these legs can't come loose. It's got a little lock in it right there. But that table now folds out of the way. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and put the table back down because I've also got two brand new overhead cabinets that I'm going to put above the toolbox. Now, this is good and bad. It means I will have overhead storage, which I've never had before. But what's bad about that is I'm gonna have to do something that I'm not great at doing, which is I'm gonna have to plan ahead. So let's plan ahead, I guess. I'm gonna pull out the tape measure and figure all this out. That legitimately was not worth it. It probably was, but it was a giant pain in the butt to get those up there. I've got screws in them to hold them. They're shelves. They'll hold what they need to hold. I'm not really gonna put anything crazy heavy up there. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut some peg to put behind this so that I can hang some tools behind this. I've got a new butcher block top for the top of my toolbox. I need to get my toolbox square. My toolbox is all the way up against the wall on that side, and it's sort of loose on this side. That's not gonna do it. So I'm gonna cut the strip of pegboard. Probably gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna cut another strip of pegboard for like behind the drill press, and so I'll have this whole area sort of ready to put tools up should ever I want to store tools on a pegboard, or just, you know, drill bits, supplies, whatever it may be. So I'm going to do that because the pegboard's over there. I'll show you what I got. I was trying to get the metal ones, but the metal ones are like 40 bucks each for just a little piece, and you can get these old school wood ones these old school wood pegboards for like $25. So I'm just gonna throw that up there with a couple of screws in it. I'm gonna cut the piece behind here, throw that up there with a couple of screws in it, and when that is up here, I'll get right back with you. In typical me fashion, it is several days later. I've got my pegboard now cut down to size. I decided to do 2 5-foot pieces. I'm gonna put a 5-foot piece right here. I will take some of this leftover L bracket and put it here, and then I will put another 5-foot piece here and sort of make this corner all pegboard. Now I would go up, but it has to stay clear for this cabinet to open. So instead, I'm gonna take the 2 scrap pieces that I cut off, and I'm gonna go down with them right here. So I'll have an additional sort of whole wall pegboard right here, should I ever decide to hang things there. So without any further ado, I'm gonna see if there's a way that I can clamp these on there and then screw them in place. This was a pain, a really huge pain. This wasn't bad, putting the self-tappers in this side, putting the self-tappers over there. I took a little bit of the leftover L channel that I hung the cabinets up with, and I put it behind here to put this wall on, and then I put this piece. I need to get a little piece of wood or something to stick behind here. I'm gonna screw it to so that this side is supported. Right now it's just kind of flopping free, but I'm gonna support that. I'm gonna take my spare little piece of pegboard and just slide it down behind there, and it can just sit there for now. It's not gonna go anywhere, not gonna hurt anything. But like I said, I'm gonna put some screws through here so that it's supported. I wish I had some really thick drywall screws, but I don't. But that is the pegboard up. Now for my next trick, let's go over here. I have to figure out how to cut down this giant block of wood for a new desktop, or I should say new tabletop, excuse me, new top on my toolbox. And then once I got the top on my toolbox, I'm actually gonna jack my toolbox up because it kind of sunk into the pavement a little bit. And I'm gonna scooch it back into the hole as far back and as far to the left as I can possibly get it. I kind of also left this relief so that the handle has somewhere to go. That was on purpose. Anyways, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna let y'all know what I come up with as far as cutting that tabletop goes. I think I have a solution. I've got some weight on the table so it doesn't flip, but this is the mark I need to cut. So I got my skill saw here, and I'm gonna put it right up against this board and just sort of cut my way through it. And that should do it. I'm gonna start it just like just a little nibble with the blade, double check the measurement, and if the measurement's right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it the rest of the way. It's 21 3/4 from the back to this edge. 22 exactly would put it over, but to this edge right here is 21 3/4. And I'm gonna save the nice edge of the table to be on the front. I'll put the cut on the back so you won't really see it anyways, but I'll see how this goes. All right, that is one tabletop cut. I like the butcher block because now I can take it off, I can drill it from the bottom, I can put some carriage bolts in here, I can mount a vise on this corner, maybe a bench grinder, but I can mount things to this and make the tabletop of my toolbox a little bit more usable. I'm also gonna find a way to affix a light probably under here, probably add another light right here. I still have not secured any sponsors for flooring. This is just some old carpet I had. So if you make like garage flooring and you want to sponsor the video or sponsor me, make sure you do that. That would be eternally appreciated. If not, I'll probably buy them out of pocket eventually, but I got to save up YouTube money for that. But that is going to do it all of this very special, very late Members Monday / barn overhaul series, shop overhaul part 2. I've got my table. It's already collecting things as tables do. Got my pegboard, my toolbox, and my cabinets. They are all put up. Hopefully next time you see the barn, I will be hopefully adding an upper shelf and doing some sort of plastic garage flooring. And I say add an upper shelf because I want to take a stock panel and I want to hang a 16-foot stock panel up here with some bracing on it so that I can take all of my parts that are sitting on, where are you at? On the trailer. I want to take all those parts for like the Mustang and the Miata and the things that I don't want to throw away, but I don't want to get rid of either, and I can put them up there sort of up out of the way. I do have the loft. The loft is just really inconvenient to get in and out of. So anyways, that's going to do it all for this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave us a like, leave us a comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And as always, go build something and be easy.